my name's Katie Beeler, and I am talking about Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Here he is. I've watched him a lot in a lot of shows and movies and things like that, and I've always really liked his character and his acting and how he's always done. And I never knew much about like his before acting career, so I explored that a little bit. Also, I did not know. So I kind of assumed he might be mixed just based on his skin color. However, I didn't like overly assume and like, oh yeah, that's what he is. So I actually found out that he is Black and Samoan. And I thought that was really, really interesting. So I wanted to keep exploring that. And I found out some really interesting information beyond his identity. So he is actually equally proud of both of his identities, and he correlates to both of those identities regularly. Like, he accepts both, and that connects to our class because we studied how sometimes people accept just one or will accept an identity that is actually neither of their identities. And Dwayne Johnson, or The Rock, accepts both and is equally proud of both of those identities. His mother was Samoan and his father was Black Canadian. So he has those and is equally proud of both. And then we also learned how identities can be portrayed incorrectly, and he has voiced that in a lot of the movies that he has done, his identity has been portrayed incorrectly due to that assumption of identity. And finally, the third item that connects to our class material is the development of his identity. So it did take him some time to kind of adjust to that identity and figure out what he was wanting to identify himself as and how his identity played into his career, because he originally started out with a football career. However, he got injured in college during that football career and switched to wrestling like a lot of his family. He actually wasn't accepted in wrestling as much as his family was, and that was where he got the nickname The Rock. And that's continued over into his acting career, which has been very, very successful for him. And one of the things that is shown a lot in his acting career is his shoulder tattoo. He's got a whole shoulder tattoo, and that tattoo is actually a Samoan art tattoo that connects back to his Samoan roots, and that's how he displays his part of his identity and that openness about it. And then a little kind of other facts about him. He was born in 1972. He has a wife and 2 daughters, and he was born in California. So yeah, that's who I did that is Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.